The service component was for 5 days in Beijing. We taught English at a middle school for children of migrant workers.
Well, I've been taking Chinese for about 5 years, and it's been one of my greatest passions. And I went on this trip as an opportunity to experience both the culture and get a little bit of a language experience and have a bit of immersion.
We went through all the different Great Wall, Summer Palace, all those beautiful views. It's amazing. Even I haven't been to most of the place.
It was beautiful, fascinating, and it makes me want to learn more Chinese.
They see that they have so many things in common with these kids because they're kids. On the other hand, they see how incredibly different their lives are and the opportunities that our students have that these students don't have.
So we get a sense of community, we get a sense of international relations and stuff. We see the world in a different perspective, I think. We see how other people live. It's a bigger world than, New Hampshire.
I love putting myself and seeing our students put themselves in situations that are so incredibly different than they're used to and going out of their comfort zone on a regular basis. So that's always, for me, always the best part of going on a trip like this.
We went to the Dominican Republic to work with local students in Monte Cristi and to teach them some English. For our kids who had never been teachers before, we put them in a pretty uncomfortable place to be teachers, and then they had to make some mistakes, and when they made those mistakes, that's what helped them in the end be great teachers. They just rose to the challenge.
And you got to connect with people from other grades and become really good friends with them.
My favorite part of the trip was probably seeing all the kids and teaching the kids English and just interacting with the kids.
My favorite part of the trip was connecting with the children and seeing how loving and trusting they were and how much they wanted to be with you and be your friend.
Habitat's a great week.
We literally went and built a house in North Carolina in order to help those who don't have the means or the resources to build the house.
Community service has always been something that I've been really passionate about, and the Habitat trip has definitely been a trip that I've been wanting to go on for a few years.
I think one of the most surprising things is seeing kids you didn't ever really picture doing some of this stuff down there, actually excelling and being pretty good at it. And the work is challenging, but it's nothing that people can't manage.
And sort of all sitting around together, both the North Carolina adults and the Derryfield kids, and it was really cool seeing the two different cultures and two different kinds of people working together to build the same house for the same people.
I learned how touched people can be when you just do simple things like give a week of your time to help build a house. I learned how hard these people work for what they have and how much they really deserve the house that they're getting.
We were able to see a lot of the typical sights of New York that you'd want to see for the first time that you were going to New York.
My favorite part of the trip was probably going to see Newsies on Broadway.
I wanted to go on the trip because I thought it was a really good way to have fun with my friends and learn a little bit about other places.
It was great. Derryfield kids are energetic and really want to learn and really enjoy new things and new challenges. One of the most important things for many kids is that they are stretched outside of their comfort zone a little bit while they're with people that they're familiar with and adults that they know.
We went to the 9/11 Memorial. That was definitely an experience that will be with me for a while.
At the end of the trip, I felt like I had done a lot and I'd had a really packed week and it was a lot of fun and I was kind of tired, but I'd seen everything that I thought we were going to do and a little bit more.
I would say definitely do it. It opens your eyes to many things.
Absolutely do a trip. I mean, like I said, at the very least you get to spend a week, 2 weeks with your friends, and most likely you're going to have an amazing experience wherever you go.
I would say do it. I would say it's going to be a life-changing experience.
Your child will surprise you. They'll rise to the occasion. They will get much more out of it than they realize.
You get a sense of something different, I guess.
You get a sense of seeing what life is like outside New Hampshire.
Definite yes to go on a trip. I think it's exciting, it's interesting, you get to learn a lot, you get to see a lot too.
So I would definitely say put yourself out there, even if you think it's outside of your comfort zone, it'll be worth it.
Definitely do a global trip at Derryfield.
Every kid that goes loves it.
They come back a different person, and they come back really curious about the world, and they ask different questions in class, and they want to go find other opportunities, whether it's local or global. So don't be afraid to jump in.